Okay, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us today for the monthly employment data release media call. My name is Allison Hopkins, and I serve as the Deputy Director of External Affairs. Joining me here is Jimmy Heckman, our Bureau Chief of Workforce Statistics and Economic Research. At the conclusion of this presentation, we will be taking questions from Prudential Media. To ask a question, please submit it through the Teams chat feature. Hover over your screen for the chat icon and click the chat button to enable the conversation feature within our meeting. We will not be able to accept questions through a private chat, so please use this option. We will address as many questions as possible, but if your question is not covered, please email media@deo.myflorida.com, and our teams will work to get you an answer. Today's presentation is focused on employment data for May 2022. So if you have any questions regarding any other DEO topics, also use the media@deo.myflorida.com to connect with our communications and external affairs team. I will now turn it over to Jimmy.
Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us today for the monthly media call. My name is Jimmy Heckman. It's my honor to serve here as the Bureau Chief of Workforce Statistics and Economic Research here at the Florida Department of Economic Opportunity. At 10 a.m. this morning, DEO released May 2022 labor statistics for the state of Florida, as well as its sub-state areas, including all metropolitan areas, counties, and large cities. These data were produced by the Bureau of Labor Statistics through a combination of through a federal state cooperative agreement with DEO. Data were collected through a combination of employer and household surveys, administrative records, and statistical modeling techniques. This morning, I'll provide the details for the May 2022 data release. As a reminder, these unemployment rate and total labor force information were produced under the local area unemployment statistics program through the current population survey. Since these statistics are based on a survey of households, they capture information about individuals as opposed to jobs, and they are calculated by place of residence, not place of work. Florida's seasonally adjusted unemployment rate in May 2022 was 3.0%, unchanged from the April 2022 rate and a decrease of 1.9 percentage points from May of last year. In May 2022, Putnam County and Highlands County had the highest unemployment rates at 3.6%, followed by Citrus County and Hamilton County at 3.5%. Monroe County had the state's lowest unemployment rate at 1.5%, followed by St. Johns County at 1.9%, and Gulf County, Nassau County, Okaloosa County, and Walton County at 2.0% each. The national unemployment rate in May was 3.6%. Florida's statewide unemployment rate has now remained below the national rate for 18 straight months since December of 2020. This unemployment rate represented 313,000 jobless individuals out of a labor force of 10,592,000. Florida's May 2022 labor force increased by 49,000 or 0.5% from the month prior. This compares favorably to the nation as a whole, which saw a 0.2% increase in the labor force over the month. Compared to May 2021 levels, Florida's labor force saw an increase of 313,000 or 3.0%. Over the month, employment grew by 58,000, while unemployment dropped by 8,000. We're continuing to track trends in Florida's growing labor force, which is the combination of all currently employed workers as well as unemployed job seekers who are actively looking for work. As of May 2022, there are now 298,000 more Floridians in the labor force than the pre-pandemic level from February 2020. Labor force growth accelerated in May as Florida continues to outpace the nation. Over the past year, Florida's labor force has grown by 3.0% compared to 2.2% nationally. The composition of Florida's labor force has shifted in the past 2 years. Floridians under the age of 25 are more likely to be in the labor force than they were before the pandemic, and labor force participation among those over age 55 has also increased. The number of job leavers shown here in gray has increased for 14 consecutive months as a share of total unemployment, indicating that individuals are more optimistic about their ability to find work if they leave their current job. This pattern is also a result of the continued decline in total unemployment. As the labor force expands and the pool of people experiencing persistent unemployment shrinks, voluntary transitions will naturally tend to grow as a share of unemployment. Job creation data for Florida is derived from the Current Employment Statistics, or CES survey conducted by the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. The CES survey collects data from over 40,000 Florida businesses and establishments each month to measure jobs by industry across the state. Since these statistics are based on survey of employers, they are counts of jobs and not individuals, and they capture characteristics of employers such as industry and place of work. Total non-agricultural employment rose to nearly 9.3 million jobs in May 2022, up 11,200 jobs, or 0.1% from April 2022. This figure is up 468,100 jobs from 1 year ago, which is an over-the-year increase of 5.3%. Although this is a smaller over-the-month increase than the national rate of 0.3%, Florida is still performing the nation in over-the-year growth over the long term at a rate of 4.5%. Florida's private sector non-agricultural employment was 8,199,100 jobs in May 2022, up 7,300 jobs, or 0.1% from April 2022. Total private employment was up 459,500 jobs from May 2021. This is an over-the-year increase of 5.9%. 6 of Florida's 10 major industry sectors gained jobs over the month, though all 10 major industries gained jobs from 1 year ago. Professional and business services gained 8,600 jobs over the month, or 0.6%, followed by manufacturing at 4,300 jobs, or 1.1%, and government at 3,900 jobs, or 0.4%. The 4 industries with over the month losses were construction, with a loss of 4,000 jobs, or 0.7%, financial activities with a loss of 2,100 jobs, or 0.3%, other services with a loss of 800 jobs, or 0.2%, and education and health services with a loss of 500 jobs. In this graphic, we see industry recovery in Florida compared to nationwide, with Florida in green, the United States in blue. Industries above zero have more jobs now than in February 2020. Nationally, total employment has not yet recovered to pre-pandemic levels, and we can see that Florida has recovered a larger percentage of jobs in all major industry sectors except for total government. There are some similarities between state and the nation. Professional business services has added the most jobs since February 2020, both Florida at 9.0% and nationwide at 3.8%. Leisure and hospitality has the most jobs left to recover in both areas. However, we are seeing some differences between the state and the nation. Manufacturing has gained jobs in Florida since February 2020, whereas this sector has not yet recovered in the rest of the country to the point that it was prior to the pandemic. Florida has also seen strong growth in financial activities compared to the nation. Here's the May 2022 seasonally adjusted local area data. This shows that 17 of the 24 major metro areas in Florida have had over-the-month job gains. The Cape Coral-Fort Myers MSA grew at the fastest rate at 0.9%, followed by West Palm Beach, Boca Raton, Delray Beach Metro Division, and Punta Gorda MSA, both at 0.8%. Other fast-growing metro areas were Sebastian Vera Beach and Port St. Lucie. The metro areas that added the most jobs in May were West Palm Beach, Boca Raton, Delray Beach Metro Division with plus 5,200 jobs, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Clearwater MSA with 3,700 jobs, and the Miami Beach, Kendall Metro Division with plus 2,900 jobs. Among the top performing metro areas, the biggest drivers of growth were education and health services and professional business services. The Orlando Kissimmee Sanford MSA lost 3,000 jobs in May, followed by the Lakeland Winter Haven MSA with a loss of 700 jobs, and the Gainesville MSA with a loss of 400 jobs. Among those metro areas losing jobs, the biggest drivers were declines in government, followed by education and health services. Thank you so much for joining us for this morning's DEO rate release for May 2022. This concludes my presentation. I'll be happy to field any questions from credentialed media.
does not appear to have any questions in the chat. So again, thank you so much for joining us today for the May 2022 employment data release. If you have any additional questions, please email us at media@deo.myflorida.com. We look forward to having you for our next data release on Friday, July 22nd, which we will cover the June 2022 statistics. Thank you so much and enjoy your weekend.